It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Tucson. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough.
And checking out Tucson, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think, Greg, for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
So, the Tucson starting five. They've got ABC. Johnson is out there with Williams. And it's ABC. And it's Jerome in at the 1. And for Buffalo. And it's Blakeney in at the 2. Difficult stretch for these two teams. As a player, Doris, do you change your approach when you're in the midst of a losing streak?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges when you're losing is to remain confident in your abilities, to trust your process, to understand you've put in the requisite work, and sometimes in the midst of losing, you have to just hang your head on knowing I've put in the time, I'm going to stick with the game plan, I've got to be flexible and make adjustments, certainly, but trust the process.
Here's Jerome. The shot's good.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense, Greg, there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
To the inside. Here's Gafford. And there it is for him.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And it's Williams with the ball for Tucson.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, Greg, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And Buffalo has possession following that last three-pointer by Tucson. Here's Hutchison. Here's Cornette, and that one is stuffed right through.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
There's Williams with the 3. No good on that one. Now Buffalo takes it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Tucson.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Here's Jerome. Buffalo making their last shot. Got a piece of it. Here's Hutchison. Johnson with the block. And they're able to recover. Here's Jerome. He had a 15-point outing in their last game again. Good on the shot.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Johnson with the block. And they'll keep possession. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Jerome. Down low. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Cornette gets it to go. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Johnson. His last outing, he had 8 points.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Tucson trails by 4. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Jerome. Johnson wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by Johnson. And so it's Archie Diacono with it. He brings it up for Buffalo.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
You know, this was about their perseverance and their conditioning. To me, that was the difference in overtime.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 31-point game again, 6 on the shot clock. To the right side. Jerome, good. Jerome's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Blakeney, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Buffalo makes some changes. ABC's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Ryan Arcidiacono. Tuson trails by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get it back. McHugh, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Blakeney. An 11-point game for him in the win again. The 3. Good on the triple. He's got 6. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Buffalo leads by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Buffalo's performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Buffalo leading by 5. On the court for Tucson. King is up there with ABC. Then it's ABC. Then it's Johnson.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Fires from the wing. And it's in there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's ABC. And there's the pass to ABC. Off target from 3-point range.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to ABC. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
ABC passes to Harrison. Here's Gafford. Count that one. Gafford's got 6.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. McHugh connects from 3-point range. 7 points in the game. For Buffalo, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Harrison passes to ABC. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. And I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin.
Yep, it goes, and the Buffalo lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from ABC.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Harrison passes to Gafford. Right wing. Here's Cornette. 8 points for him. 5 to shoot. Passes it to ABC. Swiped away. Fast break. Here comes Tuson. Here's ABC. It's good. This game is all even. ABC's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Harrison. No points in the game yet for him. Now the pass to ABC. Shot clock at 6. From 15 feet away, and it's Tuson with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to ABC. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. ABC passes to Harrison. Buffalo moving it around. Here's Gafford. He's coming off a 13-point game again.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, it just his effort level was off the chart.
Buffalo makes some changes. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Antonio Blakeney comes in for ABC. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Harrison. Tuson also changing it up. ABC's checked in for Johnson. And it's Harper in for ABC. Here's Harper. Pass to King. 40 seconds left to play here in the half. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. King's got his first bucket of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Hutchison. And once again off the mark by Buffalo.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
LaQ. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Tuson as they wrap up the second quarter with a 13-4 run. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Well, for Tucson, Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Their defense has been practically non-existent. Sure, they're facing a team that got hot. You can even say a bit lucky at times, but no one is stepping up on D and taking anything away. Have some pride. Don't let a guy shoot like that in your face.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Here's Blakeney. And it's Gafford in at the 4. Blakeney kicks to Arcidiacono. With the teardrop. And for Tucson, Johnson is out there with ABC. Then it's Williams. And it's ABC. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And Buffalo has possession. Tuson making their last shot. Takes the 13-footer. Blakeney misses.
Luke Cornett. That's his first personal foul.
Tuson leading by 4. Johnson left side to the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You can't help but notice the teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
He doesn't get the second one. Buffalo trails by 5. Here's Blakeney. Boom, he jams it straight down.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Here's Jerome. He's got 7. Johnson left side. Passes to Jerome. Clock at 6. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. No good off the back of the rim. And Buffalo shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Hutchison passes to Arcidiacono. Over Johnson. Jerome with the rebound. Tuson leading by 3. On the wing, Williams. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Williams has got 5. For Buffalo, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Hutchison. He's guarded by Williams. Hutchison's shot is off.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Outside Williams. Johnson surveying the floor. There's the pass to Jerome. Outside Williams. That's tipped. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Here's Hutchison. He's got 5. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Williams with the drive, and Williams with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Cornett, and he goes up strong with 1 hand and flushes it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And Tucson calls their first time out of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Kings check in for Tucson.
And checking out the numbers here for Harrison, how he performed last season. 1st in steals, 3rd in assists, and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And as you said, 1st in steals last season. You have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. Now here's Williams. He has 7. Ball stolen. Fast break. Here comes Buffalo. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Hutchison passes to Harrison. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Cornette. The fader. And it's Tuson with the rebound. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Pass to King. Banked in off the glass. And Tuson leads by 5.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Cornette passes to Hutchison. High arcing shot. Good D by Williams.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Here's Jerome. Hits the three-point bomb. Jerome's got the lead up to 8 now for Tucson.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Harrison scanning the floor. Lays it up off the glass. Harrison's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Tucson up 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Buffalo, Harrison out there with ABC, and it's ABC, and it's Cornette in at the center, locking down the middle. Passes it to Hutchison. And they pick up 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now Harper. And it's Buffalo with the rebound. Cornette's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Harrison. The pass to ABC. Out left to the wing. Here's ABC. Offensive rebound. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's ABC. Off the left rim and out. For Buffalo, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Hutchison passes to Harrison. Here's Hutchison to tie it up. And it's all evened up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Time called here. Tucson decides to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Get a free T-shirt. Let's hear it, man.
So both teams making some changes here. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Tucson's coach was going over with his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Arcidiacono taking his time here. Throws it up high.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Williams. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Cornette kicks to Arcidiacono. Here's Blakeney. 6 to shoot. Over Johnson. Here's Hutchison. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Pass to Jerome. And the 3 off target. And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for Buffalo. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Williams. And he gets it to go. And now a 4-point Tucson lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Here's Jerome. Another shot. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. For Buffalo, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Time called here. Buffalo decides to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, men's team.
And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
.50 seconds left in the 4th. With some arc, the shot by Arcidiacono, no good. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Time called here. Buffalo decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look if that's at all possible.
And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Tuson.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
From deep 3-point range. And so Tucson winning this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.